Hi everybody, it's Kara and I'm back with part 2 of the tutorials that I'm putting together to show you guys how I make my charm bracelets. I have had a couple videos that I've uploaded and I had a few questions on how I put them together, so I decided to go ahead and do these tutorials and show you the way that I do it. I just want to say again, I'm not a professional. I have not taken any classes. This is just the way that it works best for me. And I'm hoping that it answers any questions those few of you had and maybe help somebody else out when they're starting. So in the first video, I showed you guys how I pull together all my supplies, get my tools ready, make the choices of chain and all that good stuff, which is what I did. I did choose to use the chain that had basically two pieces to it. And what I do in the first part is I attach the clasps, which in this case were the ones with a little bit of rhinestone. I used a split ring to do it, and I will show you how to put those on. Put it on both sides. Then once I'm done with that, I find the center of the chain literally by counting the links, because I'm just a little OCD and I like to start from the middle. To me, that's the best starting point, because then I can make sure everything is laid out evenly and it's balanced. So I added the first charm, which is this one. I typically put not a huge one, but a bigger one in the middle. And then I work out and I lay out all my charms, which is what I did here. All of these charms already have split rings on them, or a jump ring or two, I think. So they're ready to go. Usually I would put them on at the same time that I put the split ring on, but I just kind of wanted to show them to you. And you can see this one, for example. I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but this one has a smaller split ring on it, as opposed to this heart one that has something in the back to attach to the charm. I used a bigger one because of the way I wanted it to hang. So I just wanted to point out that split rings and jump rings come in different sizes. So depending on how you want your charms and other little dangly things to dangle, I guess, how how far down you want them to go, or how you want them to lay on the bracelet, you can use a variety of sizes of those. So make sure you're aware of that if you decide to go and get any. So to attach the charms, like I said, you can use jump rings or split rings. If you use, sorry, I'm fiddling with the charm. If you use split rings, there is less of a chance that the charm will come off the chain, because the split ring is very similar to that little ring that's on a keychain. You know, the one where you have to bend it open and slide the keys on. That's what you have to do here. You have to kind of open up the wire and slide the chain on. And you want to try and avoid damaging the shape of the jump ring. You want it to be a nice pretty circle to look good on your bracelet. So you can open it using one of these tools, which is almost kind of like a beak. I don't know if you can see that. My camera doesn't want to focus on it. Basically it has a little pointed edge there that pries open the two pieces of wire. You could also use tweezers if you have a bent pair like this, and you can maneuver it in between the two pieces of wire. And I know some of my crafty friends use their nails, but that's going to damage your nails, so I wouldn't recommend it. I like this little tool. I picked it up, I think it was online at an Etsy store for $4 or $5. So for me it was worth it, because it works really well in helping to open that up. Hopefully you can kind of see how it's doing that. And basically you would just take a charm and you would slide it on the part that's open, just like so. Pull your charm out, and then you can either finish pulling it around with your fingers, or you could take one of your sets of pliers, hold on to the jump ring, and just maneuver until it clicks all the way through. And there it is. That's one way to do it. Another way that you can do this, let's use this one, is a jump ring. Sometimes you're going to have to use a jump ring because the part of the charm or button or whatever you're using that you're going to attach to the ring is so thick that you can't open that split ring wide enough. So you'll have to use a jump ring, and they're perfectly fine. Again, the idea is to not distort or damage the shape of the jump ring. Keep it in that circle. So what you're doing is you're going to take a pair of I think they're flat nose pliers, basically flat edge. Sorry, I can't remember the official names, but you're basically going to take hold of this one side, and the opening in the jump ring's right up here at the top. You'll take another set of the pliers, like so, and you'll bend it toward you or away from you, but just one direction. And you know, you don't want to bend any more than you have to. Put on the charm, take your pliers back, bend it back in shape to the circle, and then there you have it. It's on the jump ring and can be attached to the bracelet, to the chain. Now normally when I'm doing this, I would put them on the chain at the same time. Typically makes it a little bit easier, you know, just to have to open it one time, but I just kind of wanted to show you how that worked. And that's how I'm going to do my charms. I can't remember if I showed you that really well. So what I'm going to do when I'm finished with this video is I'm going to go through and add all the charms here, and then I will be back with part 3 to show you how I put together the little beads that I like to dangle off my charms, and we'll be adding those next, and then buttons will be the final stage, and then hopefully the bracelet will be done. So thanks for watching. Please let me know if you have any comments or questions. Again, not a professional. I'm not making fine jewelry, but I'm happy to answer questions and help you out if I can. So once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day wherever you're at. Bye.